Oh, okay.
It should come up any second now. But I'm just gonna continue where we're at.
Yeah.
So you guys went into. You guys left that library, and then you peeked into this room with the dresser, or not
Yes.
dresser, desk, and you froze the lock and got the lock open. And inside is where we left off, a big cliffhanger for sure. A bunch of boring receipts for purchases of various chemicals and a laboratory equipment.
But just the receipts, not actual lab equipment.
No.
Oh, that was wasted.
I'm gonna look around the room, and Sekald mentioned that he had seen tracks. Can I see anything like that, or any signs of maybe what these people were looking for when they ransacked the drawers? Are the drawers like completely empty, or like somebody was looking for a specific thing?
You can roll me an investigation on it if you want.
Oh boy.
Can I do the same for the rest of those tracks?
Yeah, sure.
Oh shit, that's really, really good. That's a 22.
Okay. Sekald, what would you roll?
Investigation 17.
Since you guys are rolling for two different things.
Mhm.
You were just barely able to make out those tracks in the entranceway. They seem to, the trail seemed to fade off maybe 5 feet into this corridor. So you're not sure if they went into this, these tracks went to this room or not. But Abby, you notice a secret compartment.
Ooh. I'm gonna try and open it.
False bottom in the drawer that just got opened. As you remove the false bottom, revealed inside, wrapped in cloth, are 2 glass vials.
Ooh.
As you open up the cloth, you see there are 2 healing potions.
Ooh.
Standard pH healing potions.
Nice find.
Mr. Sekald, you did not buy healing potions, did you?
Negative.
More than here.
Keep them for now.
Well, I mean, I have spells that can heal, so I will hand them to the cardboard cutouts then.
We'll say that they have a wax seal on top.
Ooh, okay.
Like a cork and then wax on top of the cork.
Okay.
Fancy.
You know, they might have been here for a few decades. So,
Do they age like wine?
luckily, potions don't work that way. Luckily. Unless you're...
one if you wanted.
I don't think they caught that.
I did not.
I said I could hold on to one if you wanted.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just because I can't heal, so having those on hand will be.
Okay.
I could see a dwarf alchemist making fermented potions, but
That's
most of them are magic, so it's whatever.
yeah. That's kind of the direction I want to try and
I feel
head
like
with.
that's the thing that we have to do in Dragon Heist. Tana and Rogue or Patience got to work together and make healing brew.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was a witch who made good berry pies. I always thought that was a really good
amazing.
idea.
Little tarts. That sounds really good.
Mm-hmm. So that's all you find in the study. When I say that's all, I mean you found a secret.
Yeah.
But there was no other secrets you find with your investigation.
Okay, so I couldn't figure out exact. Oh, Kevin said there is sound now.
Yay!
Okay, so it just miraculously works.
Yeah, changed nothing apparently.
Yeah, I didn't change anything. All I did was I closed some things so the CPU wasn't clocking at 100, and I guess that's what it was. So, you leave that room, and you're back in that corridor, and there's one door left. The one at the very end of the corridor.
Yeah, same thing.
The door to the north wall leads into... Oh, you open the door, and you see a door to the north, to your right.
Oh.
It leads outside. They word this like you're already fully exploring the rooms, so I can't really tell you. The room is bare, though. Besides this door, this room is as big as the other 2 rooms combined, essentially. So you got like your hallway right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the library you were in. here's the study, and then like a T right here is the room you're opening. It's like this big empty room. There's no furniture in it, nothing. Oh, wait, there's a fireplace right across from the door. I'm judging by the actual map they have here, and windows.
She's going to go in and look around. It seems weird that they don't have any furniture in here for such a big room. Okay. Are there like any marks on the floor or anything? Or
as you walk inside, a loud, malevolent voice says, "Welcome, fools. Welcome to your deaths." And you hear this really loud, booming, fiendish laughter. What do you do?
I pull out my maul.
Do I see anything?
It sounds like it's coming from right in front of you.
She just panics and wants to fucking shield bash it.
That's right. Everybody needs a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
I think I'm good on this one, but
is this a fear effect?
We'll see. Depends on what you roll.
Oh, because I have advantage on saves against fear is what I'm saying.
Then yes.
17. 17 for me.
Okay.
18 on my side.
Also a 17.
And an 18 from our wizard?
Yes.
Nice.
Hey, none of you are shook. You were immune from it for a while.
So I would like to do a... is it insight or investigation to see if there's like a spot on the floor where like tracks are, like as if somebody was standing there that we just couldn't see.
Investigation check.
Indeed, investigation. Not my best.
When I panicked and shoved my shield out, I didn't actually make contact with anything.
Nope.
That would be a 21.
You notice nothing really in this room at all, no secret rooms or anything. The door to the north, though, leads to an outdoor patio that is cracked. The pavement is cracked and overrun with weeds. The sound of the booming voice did not come from out here, however.
Weird. So we can't see anything, any marks on the floor, any sign of anything happening in this room. Yeah.
That is correct.
Okay. Weird. All right. I guess there's more of the house to explore.
I want to step further into the room because if there's a booming voice that's telling us not to be here.
Oh, Abby was in the room.
Yeah, and your investigation was you combing the room.
Around, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
There's no furniture in here or anything.
No cracks in the floorboards to see if there's anything below?
Nope. Halfling no fear. Abby is here.
Has no fear. Yes.
I know.
Oh, God, that was terrible.
It's just a really bad one.
Arcana to try and figure out A, the direction of where the booming voice actually came from, and B, what may have been the source. Because if that was something like what I understand as magic mouth, then it can be set up as a trigger somewhere for something else.
All right. Roll your Arcana.
Yay! That is a 15.
You find the exact spot on the floor that magic mouth was cast on.
Ooh.
Booyah!
And on that note, we are going to have a little intermission where I'm going to switch over now. Boom. Hey, we're back.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. Oh, we got a new person. Oh, how about this? Oh, wow. Weird.
Oh.
Hello, Jeanette. Welcome.
Oh, friends.
So you were a cardboard cutout, and all of a sudden the booming voice makes you an uncardboard cutout, and you make your save that we did off camera. And you can describe yourself.
Oh, so you see a rather tall, standing a few inches over 6 feet tall, golden tan-skinned woman who's got very short, like pixie cut, like hair. It's like light brown with like blonde tips, kind of a little bit spiky and a mess. And she's got like very yellow eyes, like almost like an owl, like bright yellow eyes. And she's just kind of built, but moves with a grace to her. Just chill, looking around, enjoying what might happen next, excitedly looking in shadows, and then realizing she can't see in shadows, and looking around. And this is Katie. She is a liminal, and I think I said that right.
Yes. Now, this is a ridiculously hipster Dungeons & Dragons race. So for those at home, you know the creature of the Black Lagoon creature? Now imagine it being friendly, and its scales being more golden or light brownish color.
And she's got hair.
And hair, yes.
And just kind of chill. She's got, like just comfortable clothes on, like just relaxed. She looks like, a little bit scuffed up, like she's worked a, hard day. Just enjoying the adventure of this.
And then everybody makes their save in the booming voice, and then just zooms back to the Sahuagin, and all of a sudden the Sahuagin has this very goofy-looking detective hat on, and has a magnifying glass. And it's like, I deduce that this is a magic mouth spell. Totally out of character, but sorry, go ahead. So you figured out, when we last left off before the intermission, that a magic mouth spell was cast on the floor on a specific spot in the floorboards. And it made that booming voice.
All right. I'm sorry?
In this empty room.
I would like to at least pry up that one specific spot and see if there was anything underneath it or if it was just the magic mouth that was cast.
Okay, give me a strength check advantage, because you definitely need your crowbar for that.
Indeed. There it is. Okay. That would be 18 again. No dice like me.
You go to crack open the floorboard, and there's nothing really underneath it that you can tell. You're not a carpenter, so it looks like just inner house structure stuff.
Katie leans over to Abby and goes, "Why is he pulling up the floor?"
He thinks there's magic on the board.
There was magic on the board.
Oh, that's right. Every time, so you walked, Abby had walked initially, and it said that, and freaked you out. When the wizard Sahuagin walked in, it said the exact same thing. When Axel walked in, it said the exact same thing. So Katie walks in, and a booming voice goes, "Welcome, fools! Welcome to your deaths!" Again, for like the
Abby
fifth
like
time.
does the thing where she backs up and then runs into it again, and then backs up and runs to it, and it's just like, "Welcome."
From the fucking board that I've got in my head, or in my hands, so I see this mouth doing it every single time.
You
Axel
see,
wants to
on
go
the
over that
underside of the
threshold.
floorboard you pried out is the magic mouth, the physical mouth appearing on the plank.
Mr. Sekald, do you know how long a spell like that lasts?
Until it's dispelled.
Oh, so like forever. Okay,
Yeah.
so he could have done it before he died. All right.
You think it's on the specific plank you just pried off.
Yeah, and you said there was a fireplace in this room?
Yeah, there's nothing in it.
Okay, well, there is now. I cast create bonfires on the wood and throw it into the fireplace.
Okay.
Just to stop that damn mouth from going off.
Really?
No,
What?
you Sage sound is off again on Twitch, it sounds like.
Oh.
Kevin just texted me again.
God damn it.
Oh boy.
For a second there, I was afraid that I had done something to piss Scotty off.
Well, you're recording, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
I can't change anything on my end,
Yeah.
so there's no sound. Sorry, folks.
I'm more sorry for you.
It happens.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, I erased my board that said that.
What'd you do that for?
Because I'm a silly. Because I'm like, we fixed it.
So you burn that piece of wood.
Does that end the spell?
There's no more plank, so yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was recently reading through that, and from what I understood, it's either dispelled or the object in question is destroyed, and it's no longer able to be triggered.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
yeah.
Axel looks slightly disappointed, like he was about to start sticking his toes over the line to see how much he could play with it.
Which is exactly why Sekald broke the damn thing.
Does it sound like like when a tape starts to get eaten in a player, so it starts to warp as it burns, and we keep going in and out of the door?
Yeah, we'll go with that. It's like slowed down and went deeper and deeper, and then just let it out.
God damn it, people.
Easy.
Up a little bit. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry, folks. My computer's turning into an old jalopy, apparently. So, that's it in this room.
All right, I want to go.
I think we're done on this floor, right?
There were 3 corridors. You went in the left one.
Oh, okay.
I say we either backtrack. There was one more room we haven't been in.
No, on this side,
No,
through the
but there
left
is
corridor, you went in all the rooms.
Yeah, but there is that other path that you're you noticed the tracks going down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that was the one we were going into. Then yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
backtrack.
there are 2 hallways that had tracks. We went into one of them.
Right. Okay, I was getting confused. I didn't realize the hallway had extra doors. Okay. Yeah. Sekald backtracks and follows the other stairs.
Okay, so you guys head back into the entryway that had a balcony and a stairway, and you head down the middle corridor. You notice, once again, there's a corridor or a door at the very end. There seems like the corridor veers off to the right, and you also notice before it veers off to the right, there is a doorway on the left wall and the right wall.
That's what I missed. All right. Investigation to double check on the tracks and which way they lead from that hall.
It looks like they move straight ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna peek in that door.
Which one? There are 3.
I would
Actually,
like
there's
Just the
4.
nearest one.
I would
Oh,
like to check
okay.
the first one on the left.
Okay, so the closest one is the door on the right.
I will check that
So
one.
we'll start with that one first.
Okay.
You peek your head in through the door to open the door. 2 stuffed armchairs stand near the fireplace in this room. The covers of both have been torn and the stuffing has been pulled out, but the wooden frames are intact. A broken table lies on the floor near the north wall.
I'm gonna go in and explore. Does it look like the cushions have been cut with like a knife or like with claws?
You're not sure, but as you go in to investigate,
Dun, dun,
coming
dun.
out of the fireplace, a swarm of spiders spews out from the chimney and heads towards you as we need to roll initiative.
Woohoo! Sorry, didn't mean to sound like Mickey Mouse there.
Let me,
Perfect.
Oh shit.
let me get actual paper and pencil since I can't have my...
Kat, I have a feeling I know exactly what our rolls just were.
Mine was technically not a 1 because I'm a halfling, so fuck nat 1s. They don't mean nothing to me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not much better.
Mine was the exact opposite. Straight up 20.
Oh. So 20 total or 20?
20 total. It was a dirty 20. Sorry.
Let me write down everybody's things. Give me just a sec, because I got to go old school analog. Abby.
Nothing wrong with that.
And Axel. Okay. And then me.
I got a 15.
Okay, Axel got 15. I heard our Sahuagin did good. What did you get?
20.
20 total?
Yeah, dirty 20.
Okay.
Sorry.
Abby, what did you get?
I got a 2.
Nice. Katie.
Also a dirty 20 with a +3 to initiative.
What's
Two.
what's it called?
2 for initiative.
Okay, so Katie's the
That
great.
is a spread.
All right, so let me just put that there. Oh, I should probably roll for the things.
That would probably help.
Oh, they got poop. They just were like on their initiative.
Love the sound effects.
Thank you. I try my best. Okay, so swarm of that. Okay. Yeah, they got Abby, what's your dex?
-1.
Oh, so they're the greater of 2.
Wow.
All right, so KD, you probably hear a little scream from the halfling who walked into the room.
All right, hearing this
Yeah,
little
we're like,
scream.
This is a narrow hallway. What was your guys' marching order, now that I think about it?
I was still in the hall.
I was probably at the back.
Okay, so
I
there's
opened the door, so it's probably me followed by
Axel. So you're in the entryway, and that doorway is like 10 feet into this corridor that is clogged with people.
Can how tall is the ceiling here?
In the entryway, it's 20 feet up because the balcony goes up 10 feet.
Okay. Can I try to sort of using acrobatics kind of move through the group to get past Abby and see what's going on?
You can. You can't stop in a friendly square. That's the only issue.
Oh, that's all right. I'll keep going.
You'd have to go all the way into the room.
Oh yeah, Katie's going all the way. Like, yo, what's going on up there?
Okay, as you run into the room, you are swarmed with spiders all around your feet.
I look down at the spiders and go, oh, whoa, whoa. Do they look threatening?
Yes.
Oh, Katie's going to be like, well, if they're going to threaten, I'm going to attempt to stomp on them. So unarmed.
Nice. Unlike your allies, you can stand in the square they're in.
Nice. All right. So I leap over the top of Abby, like kind of just bound over her shoulders and land and go, ah, and just start kind of bounding up and down and hopping on them.
It's like a few hundred of them that spewed out of the fireplace. No big deal.
Sweet. My first attack roll is a 9 total.
Okay. Somehow you do not step on any of them.
They do that comic relief bit where I stomp and they all move out of that one spot.
Yeah.
And then move instantly back as you're jumping back up.
Swarms are kind of supernatural in that way, where they got like a hive mind. So.
Well, Katie, seeing that she did not squish a single spider, will bonus action unarmed strike.
Ooh.
Eyes is a monk. All right, so here I go.
Just stomp on him.
Oh, and that time I got a total of a, let's see, that's a 7. Stomp! Aha! Oh. Fast little suckers over here.
Rolls tonight, Jeanette. Damn.
Fast little suckers.
I think we lost Scotty again.
I think we did too.
Yeah. Like, good on the initiative and just shit after that.
Not yet. I'm trying to wait it out.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
see you moving again.
Yeah, I don't know why, but OBS is just really wanting to clock in my CPU. That's what's doing it. I've confirmed that now. But all right, so I got all of that. You got a 7 on your second attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am bouncing up and down and completely not hitting the spiders.
The swarm of spiders makes like a angry smile face. Where it's like the dot and the V above it and the smile.
Katie looks back at Abby and goes, well, at least I have a sense of humor.
That's true.
I am done.
Sekald,
All right.
you're like 10 feet out in the hall. You're just barely in the entranceway. Not even in the corridor yet.
So I can see this happening?
Not yet. You'd have to go inside the room. That's very... You don't know how small this room is, but it must be kind of small.
Okay. Then I will use my full movement. I believe I can do 30 feet to get inside and be able to see everything.
Okay, so you go inside, and Katie is standing over top of a bunch of spiders, like a whole bunch of spiders, and they're just doing a really good job at not getting stomped on, almost like they've been trying to get stomped on before and they learned. Oh god, they're learning. Abigail is just like in the doorway. She hasn't got to do anything yet, so she's probably just like, whoa, oh, wow.
Yeah, sort of just like, eek!
Okay.
It's just doing the like dancey thing to not get spiders all up my armor.
This room is only 10 feet deep and 20 feet wide. So half this room is filled with creatures right now, including you.
Okay, so let me ask this.
Mm-hmm.
In a 5-foot cube, or 5 foot, let me check.
It's just one space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry. In a 5 foot, is there any spot of spiders that I can aim at where the 5 feet surrounding them is nothing but spiders? Like if I was to do something that would incorporate that amount of space, would it hit anybody else?
What are you trying to do?
It would hit Kade no matter what. She's right in the very middle of the swarm.
Yeah, they share a space.
They are taking up. Actually, how big are they? Yeah, they're taking up that 5 foot square mechanically, and Katie's in that square.
So her and everywhere around her.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of character, Katie.
Hi.
I have one question, just because I want to ask this before Sekald becomes an asshole.
Cool.
If I was to attempt to hit the spiders, but would not accidentally, but it would incorporate a chance of accidentally hitting you, would you care so long as I'm actually trying to kill the spiders?
Katie thinks shit happens, so moving.
Perfect. I cast back in character. Sekald goes, fuck this. Cast Ice Knife, and the dead center at Katie's feet. So at the spiders, not at her. The spiders that's in in the first square is my first target.
Okay, I believe you still rolled a hit with that, right?
I do. Make a ranged attack spell. Yes.
If you miss with this,
No.
All of us are fucked.
Okay. Now you're making me nervous about the goddamn roll.
No, it's fine. We're cool.
welcome to level 1.
Dude, we have
shit.
and a cleric. A life cleric, by the way.
What'd you get?
Nat 20.
Hey! All right. So why do I keep closing the book? I get excited and I just close the book.
Oh, Jesus
I gotta
Christ.
go back to their page, but roll me a D100.
Oh, my God.
As we get the first crit of the adventure.
Yay.
It was nice knowing y'all.
As we go into the crit table for Xanathar's last notes and everything else available in the DM's Guild.
Dun, 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 dun. 73.
Higher the better. Well, if you crit fail, higher the worse.
Right.
73. They have disadvantage on their attack rolls until the end of your next turn. That's nice.
Woo! Nice. So for
both the swarm and Katie need a dex save. That is your spell save, I believe, right? That's how Ice Knife works. It explodes.
Okay,
on a target.
On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing, so that's just to the swarm. Because they're the target. However, regardless of whether it hits or miss, the target and each creature within 5 feet of where the ice exploded must succeed a dex save. So I think that's...
Okay, so that's Katie, Abby, and the swarm all need to make dex saves.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
What is the spell save DC?
My spell DC is 11.
Okay, there you go. That's not impossible.
Oh, God.
Good news, the swarm failed.
I don't think...
The bad news, I think everyone else did too.
Oh!
The swarm got the best out of everybody. What?
Wow.
I have a -1. I'm a 3-foot tall tin can.
I have a +5.
Oh my God, Jeanette, fire all your dice.
Yeah, they got a 10 total, so they failed.
Okay.
Roll your...
The D10 for the first one.
2d6
No, it's 2d10.
cold damage. Oh, but so it's 2d10 for the swarm.
Crit. Yeah.
And then I don't know how it works, Scotty. Does he roll 4d6 because he critted?
Oh, shit. If this turns out bad, I am so sorry.
Just don't roll all 6s.
As you fire it off in slow motion, you realize everybody else except for you in the room is in the perfect spot for the explosion to go off.
Not Axel, I don't think.
No, Axel's in the
not
other
in the
room.
room.
Yeah.
So Axel gets a front row seat to this.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is all...
Friends all die.
This is not looking good. The first roll was a straight up 10 on the D10.
Yeah, the
the 10
2d10.
doesn't
The
matter.
spider is fine. That's
Oh, okay.
D6 is fine. Or the
We want
D6
the
is what
spider.
we're worried about.
Jesus.
How much do you get in the 2d10 total?
19 on the 2d10.
Okay, so the initial knife somehow hits most of the swarm and kills most of it. And then your explosion.
Oh,
Yeah, of course you gotta do that in front of the mic, of course.
Oh, sorry.
It was worth it. That's the sound of the ice shattering.
14.
I'm out.
Yeah, you see Katie go, whoa,
Yep.
and just flop on the ground unconscious.
Both of you? Okay. Well, that's good news, and that's end of initiative. Well, actually, no, it's not. Let's see. Who's next?
I'm so sorry. I think I killed the party.
Hey,
We're
Wizard.
at Jiro.
Hey, Wizard.
Not yet.
That was your action. You maybe used half your move to get in there. Do you do anything else in your turn?
What else could I do that wouldn't kill people?
Was your bonus action?
Crying is a free action.
I wouldn't be crying. I'm out of character. I am very upset that I just knocked the two people in the room completely unconscious. In character, he's just happy the spiders are dead.
I like how you guys just found healing potions and they're gone now. They're just gone.
Okay,
I like the
we
image.
bought some too, so I think we have 4 total.
But I like the image of Abby and Katie both going,
Yeah, no, there's definitely like Abby got chucked back into Axel because, by the way, she weighs like 39 pounds.
You mean?
So the force of that explosion probably knocked her back, and there is just like shrapnel in the shield.
So what, you mean Axel or Sekald? Because Axel's in the other room.
I thought Axel was behind me.
But I was out of range, so I'm
Yeah.
just out.
And I'm
You
literally
just basically reached around him and threw a bomb into the room.
Well, I mean, that is kind of Sekald's thing at this point.
It worked. Yeah. So I think Axel is next.
If I catch Abby, would I be able to use a reaction or a bonus action to grab one of her healing pots and just immediately try and dump it on her?
No, use an object as an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. In that case, I guess I catch the halfling, and that's my turn.
She is covered in frost and is like frozen solid almost. Just on the outside, of course. Axel, hey.
Hey, it's a good thing I had this potion in my hand from just a second ago. So
Yeah.
fucking in Abby's face. Katie, I'll get to you in a second. You're further away.
Meanwhile, another character, another reincarnation of Kade is like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have grabbed that ring.
It's it's just a shame I don't have accentures yet. Otherwise, I would take care of that right now. But also, he's going to look at Sekald and be like, what the hell did you do?
Killed the spiders. What the hell do you think I did?
They are
Killed
very
our friends.
There's there's just crunching as you step over top of both the frost and the spiders.
Ew.
And you give Abigail the healing potion. So.
Are those spiders really well and truly dead now?
Oh, they're very, very
Okay.
dead.
I was just making sure.
They're like plus 10 damage more than their total health dead.
Oh,
I
it does
imagine it's
not
like
fuck
walking
around.
It's like walking on a bag of potato chips.
Oh.
Like you're not used to surface stuff, so you're not really sure about spiders, but you're like,
You're pretty sure they're not
These
supposed
might
to
be-
crunch like that.
These
These
are like the
might be a-
tiniest crabs I've ever seen.
they might be a decent snack, you know?
Oh god, I bet they're a bit like Dippin' Dots to
They're
him, aren't they?
perfectly preserved. They're like little crabs, like you said, yeah.
They're small and crunchy and they're frosty, so they're like a novelty. I get it.
Yeah.
So,
not bad.
But how much do you heal with the healing potion? I believe it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
I haven't got my healing potion Kickstarter thing yet, or I'll just roll those.
Yeah, okay.
so is
wow. Fortune smiles. It is 9 all day.
Oh boy, I am almost up at full. Abby
So-
just conks the fuck out and then sits back up. What happened?
sorry.
Ow.
And that's Axel's turn, right? You moved
That's-
up. That was maybe 5 feet of movement
Yeah, if that.
and used object.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, who's next? Hey, it's Abby's turn.
Oh,
You're
that
currently
hurt.
prone.
Good job, I get. Oh shit!
She's
I'll
still-
run over and cast Cure Wounds on Katie.
Okay.
I have to find the 8. The 8, where are you?
Most lethal thing for adventurers themselves.
Other party members.
Right?
I knocked out half the fucking party with a single attack.
Also, classic
With
example of level 1 shenanigans.
Yeah.
Sage, I'm just going to have to say is you pulled a Jesse tonight.
Oh no.
89 hit points.
You don't understand, Jesse. I've got plans, man.
So
The one person who would have been fine would have been Axel, because he would have regened.
So Katie, her eyes kind of flicker open, and she goes, "Whoa! Don't squish the spiders. They explode."
She says that as there's like some still frozen onto her legs, as they were gonna attack her, but they never got their turn.
Yep, that's right.
Easy. Don't take them off too fast.
Sorry.
Oh, sure. What?
Normally the spell isn't that charged.
I think it may be
Sorry.
not in an enclosed space next time, yes?
You want to deal with that amount of spiders on you all at the same time?
No, that was terrible. Ugh.
Axel, half as small, is like, I think I could take care of it.
Abby's like brushing ice and dead spiders off of her at this point.
Oh, hey,
Is there anything
How about
else
that?
in this room other than...
I'm giving this to you. The
Uh-oh.
ceiling part of the ceiling just breaks off that was frozen.
Ooh.
And, oh, hey, just a nice little wooden box undamaged. It falls right down right next to you, unlocked, totally fine.
To me or
Everybody just in the middle of the room.
What the
Your
hell? was
mom
the-
worked.
Inside the box is 30 copper and 2 small pouches of alchemetal powders worth 5
Oh.
gold.
I would like to get at least one of those bags because I do plan on going down the alchemy route. But considering the damage that I just did, I'm going to let the ladies go first.
You said it was 30 copper and what kind of bag?
2 small pouches of alchemetal powders worth 5 gold each. This is first edition, folks.
Nice.
So yeah, I would be more than interested, but I'm going to let the ladies go first. I don't even need the copper if I'm taking one of the bags.
Abby's
Just look
just
at
like-
Abby. Go ahead.
Sure. I'll actually hand you both pouches of alchemical powder because, like, or I'll hand you one because the other one we might want to sell.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I can just put the copper in my bag and we can count it out later. It feels like there's a lot.
So what's your guys's, like, on a scale of 1 to whatever your total HP is? How
I'm
are
at
you
90%, man. I feel great.
feeling? Okay.
Okay, 90%.
Okay, I just had to make sure because I know it
We're
was feeling a
first
bit.
level characters, man. Cure wounds is like, it's fine. I'm back at full health, baby. I fucking love being a life cleric. I just healed you 1d8 plus 6.
Nice.
So that's this room.
Sorry, guys.
Woo!
After all of that, and you guys are like, the door just falls off its hinges.
Katie is like doing calisthenic stretches to warm up her cold limbs now so she doesn't like pull a muscle.
That being said, Sekald takes his cloak off and wraps it around Abby because there's probably still frost there.
Yeah, she's like picking icicles off of the like chainmail.
Yeah, that was my bad.
It's fine. The chainmail caught most of it.
Axel is
Just
surreptitiously
pulling it
like
out and
picking
it's
spider
covered in
sickles.
blood.
What is Axel doing? I'm sorry.
Axel's like surreptitiously like picking up the spider sickles and munching on them.
They're crunchy and they don't taste bad.
I'm turning into like Grook of this venture.
Well, I mean,
it's
Spiders
fun
are
playing
actually,
a monster character, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always entertaining. Just
spiders are a fairly practical thing. It's just culturally.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
Also, like just the crunch of chitin that doesn't give way all the way, it can be really problematic.
Oh no! It's somehow he freeze cooked it perfectly.
Freeze dried spiders.
Mm-hmm. Sekald could make a great reverse chef.
So, maybe let's check the next door, but a little bit more cautiously. Like maybe I don't know. Does anybody have like a rock or something to roll? Actually, no. Fuck it.
I will
have
go
rocks.
first. I will go first. Here, I will get the next door.
You sure?
Yeah, I got it. And he'll go ahead and he'll shove open the next door and he'll have his maul out and ready just in case something decides to swing.
I believe that was the door on the left, the one across the corridor. Okay, so
You were going for that door anyway.
Yeah, so you open that door. At one time, a long table stood at the center of this room. Now it lies broken on the floor. A broken chair sits against the wall between the windows, and there's a heap of broken dishes in the northwest corner. This looks like a great spot where there's no enemies or traps or anything. You don't even need to roll. There's nothing in this room. It's just an empty room. But you could maybe, if you need a breather or something.
This is a very nice place to stay.
So,
I want to, very cautiously looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Go over toward the dishes. Is there a sink in this room, or are there just dishes?
No, it's like have you ever been into? It's a dining room. These are how the dishes are normally in a cabinet or something, like your fancy ones. That's all they are.
Oh, but they're just not in a. They're in a cabinet.
There might have been a cabinet at one point, but it seemed to have rotted away and collapsed.
Oh, okay.
And they're just broken dishes. They're worthless
just broken dishes. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it looked at me, I'm like, why would somebody take their dirty dishes and just dump them in another room?
If they really didn't want to wash them, it's one way to not have to look at them.
That's some pretty intense laziness, though. This guy must have been loaded if he could just break his dishes instead of cleaning them.
Yeah, he's had 20 years.
It's not like he couldn't have cast Unseen Servant or something.
Or mending.
Hey, mending! I'm gonna fix one plate. Never mind, no, we'll be here forever.
Wait, do you have mending?
I do.
When Abby says that, Katie looks down at her clothes, notes the few more holes where she got exploded, and just makes a mental note to talk to Abby about this later.
Yeah, I'll hit you later with it. It takes a minute to cast. That's the thing we do during a rest.
Kat.
Uh-huh.
I just realized I will need to speak with you after the stream as well.
Oh, boy.
What I have planned can involve you as well.
Boy.
Okay.
I want it to be a bit of a surprise for everybody, so I don't want to ask it on stream, which is the only reason why I'm trying to do this.
Looking out the very foggy, dusty windows in this room, you can see across that balcony that has all the weeds growing and stuff from that initial room where the magic mouth was at.
Okay.
It's like the outdoor patio in the back, essentially. Oh, and then you can just see it's just like a cliffside that goes down towards the rocky shore that hits the sea below.
One more door, yeah?
Yeah, you go to the end of the hallway, and it also veers to the right. There is a door at the end of the hallway, but the hallway actually L-turns, and there's another door. So do you need to go in the first door? That was the one that was straight ahead initially? Okay.
Which way? The tracks go through the door at the end, correct?
It looks like it, yes.
Okay.
So,
she just cracks the door open but hides behind the shield a little bit.
I'll just say, if you guys would open the other door, it just leads outside.
Okay.
So, you open up this door cautiously, and 5 traps activate. No, I'm kidding. All right. This kitchen is dirty and damp, with patches of gray mold and cobwebs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. The southwest corner, so your left, like the wall to your left, are some iron cooking equipment with a chimney above. Next to it, under the window, is a cracked and discolored stone sink. To the right of the sink, a small, closed wooden cupboard is fixed onto the wall about 5 feet above the floor level. Against the far wall, a flight of wooden stairs leads upwards to the west and east. A woodwork of the staircase is decayed, and a few of the treads are missing.
So we already saw a staircase
and a door,
up, right?
And another door to your right. I don't know why I didn't mention that.
Okay. But we already saw one set of stairs going up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't checked those yet.
You're pretty sure you're in the back. This is like the back of the house.
Abby's looking up at the cupboard and is using the end of her mace to crack open the cupboard and then backing up to see inside. Yeah, I can't see Jack.
I
Okay,
Yeah,
as you
I'll
go into the room,
Oh boy.
as you reach at the cupboard above the sink, popping out of the sink rather violently, 4 giant centipedes appear. As we need to roll initiative again, as Abigail's hobbitness has gotten the better of her.
I want to cast Ice Knife again. No.
I got a 20.
Nice.
19.
Let's do it. Oh, hey, a crit. Oh, wow. No.
I got a 14 initiative.
How the hell do I roll it and it goes into the dice tray and not in the rolling section? Jesus.
World's greatest mysteries, and holy crap, these centipedes. Let me just...
Oh, lovely. Sorry if I was being loud there. I do apologize.
No, you're fine. I'm just loving how the halfling is the one causing everything. Are you sure you're not a Kender? I know it's the wrong world.
Literally, one of my personality traits is I trust in my gods and luck to protect me from terrible accidents.
Fun fact, each of these centipedes is as tall as the halfling.
Oh, great.
They're giant centipedes.
So they may protect you from... Never mind.
Oh, what did Sekald dig it?
Oh, I'm sorry, 18.
Oh, nice.
And Katie.
23.
Holy shit.
Hey, Monk, you go first again.
Right, I'm not going to hit anything. So this time,
This room's big enough. You guys are all in the room when this happens. So
You want me to? I can do something again.
this
their
time,
mandibles are like...
seeing how
They're going
big they are, Katie is going to she reaches inside her like kind of robe and pulls out a short sword and just sort of fluidly steps toward the closest one and is going to try to skewer it.
Okay.
Works. That's an 11.
It does not get through its shitting.
All right, so I try to skewer it, and the sword sort of... And then, for good measure, I try to bring my left fist down on the top of what I think should be the head.
Okay.
With my bonus action. Ooh, that is actually a 21 to hit.
Oh, that definitely.
All right, so I bring my hand down, kind of a little annoyed that so far I haven't been able to kill bugs. And I do a total of 4 points of bludgeoning damage to it.
That is just enough to squash the head.
Ooh.
And that one stops moving.
Oh, it leaked.
It's hundreds of legs curl up into itself.
Ah.
And that's Katie's turn.
She shakes her gooey fist.
And it's their turn next.
Oh,
Lord.
why? They got a 20?
They got a 21.
Oh, fuck me.
So there's 3. Then there was 3. So 2 will attack Abby, because that's who they're going after initially. And then one that just got... His friend just got squashed. It would instinctually go for the closest thing to it, which would be Katie. So Katie, 1, Abby, 2. As it attempts to bite. That's what they do. They bite. +4 to hit. Oh, that was almost in at 20. It was like on the 20, but it was like a basketball going around the ring on the hoop, and then knocked off the 20. So 18, I'm pretty sure hits Abby.
Oh, Abby.
On the dot, yeah.
Okay, you take 4 piercing damage and must make a con save.
Oh, is this versus poison?
Yes.
I have advantage because I'm a stout halfling. Fuck,
Thank
I love being a
goodness.
halfling.
They're like, no, my one weakness.
No. Okay, that's a 10.
You fail as you take 10 poison damage. If it you are stable though.
Oh, good.
Just
I am
that.
out though.
Yeah, you are out but stable.
I didn't do it this time.
And
Good
since the
thing we
first
got
one,
those healing potions.
and since the first one knocked you out, the second one won't. So both the last 2 go after Katie. Why are both of you just okay? The first attack misses. Oh, they both miss. Okay, so both of them, their mandibles, they miss it, Katie. Abby, you're stable, so you get to do nothing. Sekald, your turn. The halfling fell again.
At least it wasn't me this time. I am going to use Frostbite.
Okay.
And just one of them. And it needs to make a Constitution... Yes, Constitution saving throw.
DC 11, right?
DC 11.
Okay. They get a +1, and they failed at a 10. So close.
Wonderful. So that is a 1d6, and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. Yes. So max damage, 8.
This one freezes up.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I rolled a d8, not a d6. I am a dumbass. That's 5.
It freezes up Mortal Kombat style. Just that's your turn.
Yes.
Ice Wizard. Axel. There are 2 left.
Oh boy. So Axel is going to reach back with one of those big gorilla arms of his and pull out this big maul. And with a big overhand swing, he's going to bring it down on the next nearest centipede.
Okay.
That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh boy, does that hit.
Oh boy, does that hit. So. Okay. All right. That's going to be 8 plus 4, 12 smashing or bludgeoning damage.
12?
12 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, 2d6. And great weapon fighting means I can reroll my 1s and 2s.
Okay. Fun fact, they only have 4 hit points as you completely destroy this one.
Splat!
And that's Axel's turn. And we loop back around to Katie.
Okay, so Katie, seeing Abby fall, sort of goes to kneel down beside her and kind of like lifts up her head and looks at her and just, there's a pause, like she's looking at like, she. And then she reaches into her pouch, pulls out a potion, uncorks it, and pours it down Abby's throat, watching intently like the reaction she has to the potion. And I will roll 2d4.
The one giant centipede that is still alive is kind of focused on the mole guy, so
excellent.
It does not attack you.
6 plus 2, 8 points.
Woo!
and when you like regain like and open your eyes, Katie is just kind of intently watching the process as you come back to consciousness.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I hate bugs.
You do now. You didn't before, you do now.
And
okay.
I will
that was your action, and
that was my action, and
I guess 5 feet of movement.
Yep, and let's
matters.
see if I can real quick. Blah blah blah.
I think martial artist only lets you make that extra attack when you take the attack action.
I believe so. So I am just going to kind of stay near Abby in case the bug decides to turn its attention back this way.
Okay. On its turn, I should say, there's 1 left. Obviously, it goes after Axel. So, bite towards Axel. 19 total.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that gets it.
Okay, you take... Actually, I'm going to roll for this one. I was doing averages, but I should have been rolling. Oh, it's still averages. So you take 4 piercing damage and give me a Constitution saving throw.
$16.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you take no poison damage. All right.
Okay, I take no damage at all.
You took 4 piercing, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
And that's their turn. And I believe it is Abby's turn. There's 1 centipede left. It just bit Axel in the arm.
Cool. It needs to make a dex save.
Okay.
I'm not even standing up, just like, ugh!
How does an 11 sound?
That's a fail. Ha!
What happens?
It takes 4 points of radiant damage.
Axel, its mandible is clamped onto your arm, and you hear, even though they don't actually make noises, insects don't really make this noise, we're just going to go Hollywood, and you hear it, and it's like squealing as it like shakes violently as the radiant flames cook it.
Where's Kevin's Wilhelm scream?
Oh, I don't have it.
And end of initiative. Victory pose animation. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Can't wait till he sees it later.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's this room.
I love being first level.
Katie inspects the dead bugs one after the other, just looking at the various wounds and things that killed them, remembering it.
Two of them are not even recognizable because they got really squashed.
I think they might have poison.
I'm gonna try a leg. How does it taste?
The one that got cooked by radiant damage isn't bad.
Okay.
She's like poking the like discolored skin where the thing bit her.
Actually, give me a survival check, Axel.
Okay.
Thank goodness us halflings are resistant to poison. Somewhat.
10.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
So
Never mind.
you quickly realize, the legs are fine, but it probably would be a lot safer if you didn't take anything else but the legs. Might be a little poisonous.
Good thing there's most of the legs.
Yep. Plenty of legs.
Cool. I've got a snack bag.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. I love it.
You are Grok of this one. Holy crap. I love it. We're pulling like a Lion King, where they have like all the bugs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like little taquitos or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're like little Funyuns. Or not
Yeah, little
Funyuns.
Funyuns. These things are as big as me. They're not little. That's
Well-
like a Funyun that's this long.
It's like a breadstick, really. It's good.
Yeah, that's a baguette almost. That's half a baguette.
I will say you're able to harvest 2 pounds worth of these legs.
Ooh.
So you can make 2 full day meals out of these.
Hell yeah. I feel like he's gonna like turn into the arthropod connoisseur.
So yeah, that's this room. Hooray! This is actually a fairly big room, and there was another door. It's on the opposite wall of the sink that you got attacked from.
Hey,
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and take point on that door.
Hey.
Crunch.
Abby's gonna pull out a stick, or not a stick, a rock that she keeps in a little pouch next to her sling, and creak open the door and look in.
I'll say Axel did first, and you're
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm
behind
gonna
him.
ready an action.
I'm like doing the Scooby-Doo thing, like underneath of him, because
Mhm.
I can be in his space without problems.
Katie's like standing on her tippy toes looking over.
Everyone's like peeking over top of themselves, like.
Hmm. How tall is Axel?
6'6".
Okay, so I'm like looking under his armpit then.
So, in this room,
Fucking fills a doorway like Chewbacca.
Mhm.
this room displays the effects of damp and decay more than most. Mold grows in patches on the floor, walls, and ceiling. A large copper cask, split, discolored, and empty, stands under the window with a small heap of crockery shards on the floor beside it. Stairs lead down into what is presumably the cellar.
Basement.
Hello?
Abby's gonna take the little rock and just chuck it down the stairs. The intent is that if something scary pops out, we can close the door on it. Because every other thing, it's like as soon as I walk into the room, they're like, ha ha! They think that's the sound of somebody walking into the room.
Roll improvised attack as you throw your rock.
I am proficient with a sling.
Okay, we'll do that. You just
Okay.
you don't even need to roll then.
Okay.
Roll me perception though, if you're trying to listen in on something.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen as well.
11.
14.
You, Abigail, you hear the pebble hit the step and start going down the steps. And actually, you hear it hit the ground down below of Adolpha.
He's just gonna like listen intently and then kind of like shake his head like nothing.
So do we want to go down then?
Well,
Okay.
sure.
I'll take point with my maul out and like round up and ready in action to take a hammer to the face of whatever jumps out at me.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything as they're walking down?
Oh, I have my short sword out, not up and right, but kind of like in my hand at my side as I'm walking along.
I've got another sacred flame ready for anything.
I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Okay, as you're waiting for something to happen, Axel takes the first step on the stairs.
Oh, shit.
And you'll all hear screams down below in the cellar, hideous screams, as if a soul is in torment. As everyone needs to give me another wisdom saving throw.
Is this a fear effect?
This is something that has to deal with that, yes.
It's 8.
Then I got a 21.
23.
Nice.
I got a 5.
Okay. Those of you that got 12 or lower, you have disadvantage on ability checks for an hour.
Ow.
Okie dokie.
However, every 15 minutes, you can repeat the saving throw.
Oh, nice.
Standing.
So, Mr. Sekald, was that another magic mouth or was that a creepy ghosty?
Actually, that's a very good question. Can I roll Arcana to see if it was to identify if it was or not?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I wasn't thinking I'd be able to tell unless I was closer, but
Well, you would have to get closer.
We'll move out of the way.
You'd have to investigate the stairs or the area around it. Because
I'll just-
it would
I'll
have
just-
to...
Back up a step and then walk on the step again.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
I think someone's getting murdered in that basement.
There's no light down below.
so 17 on Arcana.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's Magic Mouth again.
Oh, okay.
It's
We're all like spooked out and like, oh, somebody's down there dying. He's like, yeah, it's just magic mouth.
It's triggered on the bottom of the first step.
The rock. Oh no. The bottom of the first step.
Yeah. Like on the other side of the plank that is the first step.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I'll let you guys know that it was just another magic mouth.
Oh.
Okay.
Katie is going to lean over this. Like, can I? If I lean over, can I look under the step? Like, is it like open underneath?
Yeah. Currently, you see nothing, but as you take a step on the first step,
I'm not stepping on it. So I grab the lip of the top level before the first step, and I like try to sort of like extend myself because I'm very tall, and kind of like lean all the way over so my head is looking under that first step. I want to see proof that it's there.
you don't see anything.
Their eyes just staring
There's
back.
nothing there.
But Sekald would be able to tell you the mouth doesn't appear until it activates.
Yeah. So with that being said, I'm assuming the rest of the downstairs area is completely dark.
Darkness. Yeah.
So I would like to.
Also, Axel, with your keen smelling, something smells dead downstairs.
Oh, is it like humanoid dead or fishy kind of dead?
Smells
or-
rotten dead.
Oh, long time dead.
Great. Okay.
Not too long. If it's
Abby's
rotten.
gonna take out another rock and say, "Sorry, Axel, but this might be helpful," and cast light on it and chuck it down the stairs. The locket that she loaned you is not glowing anymore.
Neat.
But both me and Katie have lanterns, so.
Katie is still balanced on her two hands and leaned over, looking at that bottom step, waiting for something to happen.
You can just see, since you guys
Does
are
it hit the stair again? She's trying to miss the stair.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll. You guys are just avoiding that first step.
Okay.
As you throw your little pebble with light cast on it, from your perspective at the top of the stairs, as you look in and looking at the light, you can see there's a metal crate along the wall that the steps are further in underneath.
On the wall?
Yes. So the stairs are hugging the east wall, and in the basement, also on the east wall, there seems to be a metal crate.
Okay, I want to investigate on the crate.
As there's a very clear tink as the pebble hits the metal.
Yeah, I'd like
At the bottom of the stairs, that none of you are at the bottom of, as you all are at the top of the stairs.
Okay, first thing I want to do.
First level cautious.
First thing I want to do is move to that crate and Would it be survival if I'm checking for traps or investigation?
Rocks fall and you die. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You go to investigate. Okay, so you go further down in.
Abby's following right behind.
And I can describe the rest of the room because there's a light source, and 2, you have dark vision, so you can see where the light isn't. Shoulder height wooden bottle racks line the north and west walls. There appears to be no intact bottles left on the racks, and shattered bottles cover the floor. Against the east wall, at the foot of the stairs, rest 2 large metal storage bins. Sorry, storage bins, not crates. That appear to be empty. In the center of the room lies a human corpse. Clad in plate mail, a longsword lies by the corpse's right side, and a large shield covers its legs.
As soon as Abby gets a view on the corpse, she's gonna like hop down the rest of the stairs.
Sekald can see this with his dark vision.
Even I walk down the stairs behind him. I've got my lantern.
As you come downstairs, before you even shine your lantern on the corpse, you can make out its silhouette in the low light. As you move the lantern over, then you see it.
Okay. She's gonna sort of like cautiously looking around.
Yeah, I'm keeping pace with her because she's had very bad luck tonight.
Stand back and poke the corpse with the mace and step back a couple times.
Lifeless body. Boom.
Okay, she's gonna go investigate and see what killed it.
Yeah, and so when everybody else was going down, so Katie goes into a complete handstand at the top of the stairs, and then like brings her legs over, and kind of so they come down on the next stair down, and follows down behind them, and follows Abby to investigate the body.
So, as Abby actually thoroughly investigates the body, a bunch of disgusting little worm grubs come out in between the plate mail. And we need to roll initiative again. As Abigail is the luckiest halfling on this side of Saltmarsh.
9.
This is really funny. It's funny now. It's at comedy now. It's a roll of 3. It's the 3rd time, so it's funny.
I got a 5.
Oh my god, why?
Okay, this may actually work out a little bit better. I got an 18 this time.
18.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, 18 again. That's what you got last time.
Axel is totally loving Abby right now because she keeps him so fed.
What did Axel get?
My initiative is a 9.
What did Katie get?
An 8.
8. Okay. All right. Sekald, you're first.
All right, so this is going to work out a hell of a lot better than it did before. Since she jumped back and I wasn't close enough, is there at least 10 feet between me?
Sorry to interrupt, and I'm sorry for describing them, but these grubs appear unnervingly similar to curdled milk being squeezed from a bladder.
Great.
That's how they describe it.
Great. Super.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, is there at least 10 feet between me and between us and the corpse?
Yep.
And where these bugs are coming out?
Well, for you, but Abby's right on top of it, and Kate is right behind her.
Am I within 5 feet is what he's asking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're on top of it. Again. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't have time to bounce back. I poked the corpse, nothing happened. And I'm like, I'm gonna investigate. And I went to go crack this guy open like a fucking tin can. And bugs.
Nope, grubs. Worse.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So...
Fun fact, there are swarms. They can occupy another creature's space. You know, Abby's.
Great.
Out of character.
Fun fact, these are less lethal than they were in first edition.
Out of character. How pissed would you two be if I threw another ice knife?
Very. We're running low on healing potions.
First one's fine. The second one...
We are halfway through healing potions.
First one, shame on me. Second one, shame on you.
If it was Katie, she still wouldn't care.
Yeah, right. You are inner peace.
All right, give me 1 second to double check something. Oh my god.
Did you only pick area attack cantrips?
No. Mostly, but no.
You only have bonfire and ice knife.
Well, ice knife is my second.
Yeah, bonfire might hit me, yeah.
I'll give you this. You can use Frostbite on them, and you cannot hit Abby with it because it's targeting one creature.
Actually, I think I have a slightly better idea. Give me just 1 second.
Okay. Every single encounter has been activated by Abby. Everyone.
Okay. Does this swarm count as one creature?
Yes.
How big?
Medium size.
In that case, I'm actually going to use Gust and blow them the hell away from Abby.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
I never use that one actually. What do I
assume? I assume a swarm doesn't have a good strength.
You seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects at a point you can see. You create a small air blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried and that weighs no more than 5 pounds.
Okay, these are creatures, not objects. So
they weigh 5 pounds.
There's a different
Right.
one. One medium.
One medium or smaller creature. Sorry.
Go ahead.
That you choose must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 5 feet away. Yes.
Okay, we'll go with that one. What's yours? It's 11, right?
Yes.
We've had your spell DC so many times today. I just know. All right. So, fun fact: they have a -4 to their strength saves. They got a 5.
Just flat against the wall.
So half.
And they're curdled milk. Do they just like squish?
Half the grubs get pushed harmlessly 5 feet off of the corpse as the other swarm is appearing out of it.
Oh, fuck me.
I tried.
And help! There's one less swarm on top of me now.
And I was like, oh, this adventure isn't that bad, even for level 1. Okay, so I'm like, they really toned it down from first. Wow. Like those centipedes. Those centipedes are like a boss.
They're going to kill us. And I'm like, there's no way they'd send ghosts after us at level 1. It's fine. We don't need to. We are going to get killed by bugs.
Like those giant centipedes in first edition were the equivalent of the zombie plague, where like you get touched once. And if you are not immune to disease, you're pretty much screwed. You just die at level 1. But that's first edition. Anyway, so Axel, you're up next on the list as we go all the way from 18 to 9.
Okay, he's gonna shoulder his way up to the front of the line and take a swing at the tin can full of rot grubs.
Okay.
So not the one that got pushed, but the fresh one and also the body, I guess.
I will say you're aiming for the swarm.
Yeah. Nat 20. Fuck yeah.
Oh, snap. All right, so roll me your D100. This might change things. Your hammer somehow explodes, and Abigail needs
It's only a 23.
Only 23? Okay. Hey, the target is pushed back 15 feet. You somehow swing it so hard that every single grub in between the armor plating also gets gusted, but somehow even further away than magic.
You just hit the back of the armor, and it just vibrates all of them out.
I was thinking more of
the wall.
Yeah, I was thinking more of a gunshot. The side of the armor explodes open, and all of them get shot out the side as he uses his mace like a croquet hammer.
Also,
like Popeye squeezing a can of spinach.
Roll your 2d4.
Oh, it's
or 2d6.
It's gonna be 46 now. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah!
All right, I get to reroll both of those. Thank you, Great Weapon Fighting. Okay, so starting with 8 and another 8. So 16 plus 20 all day, 20 bludgeoning damage all day.
Maybe 5 of the swarm of grubs is left alive. You swear if it had a health bar, it would be red and it would be very tiny, and you'd hear like a dee-doo, 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 dee-doo.
Magic pixel, man.
And that's Axel's turn, as Axel just swipes the floor, quite literally. And it's Abby's turn.
No, it's Katie's turn.
Katie?
I got 5, yo.
That is correct, yes. Sorry. Katie.
That's okay. So I see a lot of the swarm get wrecked. I watch intently as they start to die.
Mechanically, it would just look like one giant swarm in character, but out of character, there are 2 swarms. One got harmlessly pushed off, didn't get hurt at all, 5 feet off of the corpse. Mm-hmm. And the other one flew 15 feet into the wine rack, and most of them splattered, like 90% of them at least.
Okay, so Katie is going to go after the closer swarm. So she is going to leap forward, and she's going to just bring her short sword in and try to skewer a bunch of these little things.
Okay.
Ooh, 22 to hit.
With an AC of 8, that is definitely a hit.
That's excellent. All right, so I skewer for a total of 6 points of damage.
Okay.
If there are any still alive in the swarm.
Oh, quite a lot of them, actually.
All right, Kade lifts up a foot and attempts to bring her foot down on them and see how well they squish.
Okay.
But that is only an 8.
That makes it. Its AC is 8.
Well.
So you just made it.
Just made it. So with my squishy foot, 7 points of bludgeoning as I bring it down.
You think with those 2 attacks, you've squished probably about half of what this local cluster of these grubs.
I take note of how many are left and how effective my strikes were. And then I go, ew. I'm done.
Some of them try to squirm towards your foot that you stomped with, like they're going to try to do something. But it is Abby's turn.
Cool. Ugh, no.
As you're currently leaning over, well, maybe not leaning over top of the corpse anymore.
Yeah, she probably just did the like wheel back thing. Sacred flame. You need the deck save.
Oh, they're good at
I only
those.
have one more spell slot left. We're first level.
10?
10 is a fail. It takes 1d8 radiant damage.
Are you aiming for the one on the wine rack or the one that's been stomping?
The one that she's been stomping, because that one's
Okay.
closer to me.
Okay.
It takes 4 radiant damage.
Okay, some of them just get burned up and to nothing.
And then she scuttles backwards.
Okay. Now, hey, both the swarms are somehow still alive. So it's their turn.
Yay.
These are interesting swarms. They don't they aren't affected when they're under half. Most swarms aren't.
Oh, great.
So
Great.
the swarm we'll start the swarm that Kade is on top of. Is that they attempt to scurry up into your shoes.
Ooh, 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 whoa. It's creepy.
What's your AC?
It is 15.
Okay, they got a 12 total.
Ooh, I shake
So-
my legs violently to keep them off.
And then as you do that, I believe you're still the closest one. So
Oh, yeah.
the few that are still
Yeah.
alive on the
Well,
wine rack.
Her and Axel are right standing there next to each other, right?
No, I kind of bounded ahead of Axel.
Well,
Oh,
she's
okay.
the closest to the wine racks.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's fair.
The few that are still alive from that mass of the grubs start to scurry off of the wine racks,
Ugh.
and they advance towards you very creepily and wiggly. But they only have a 5-foot movement speed, so they're still 10 feet away.
Hey,
I
that
watch,
actually worked really well.
I watch in slow motion as they're moving, and Katie's eyes get a little wider.
You can count how many are left on one hand. That's how many are left of us. And that is their turn as we go back up. And Sekald.
So Katie is still within 5 feet.
Now KD is in the square that one swarm is in. But the other swarm is 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to waste that one.
Yeah,
So
they're kind of low hit point. I would do a cantrip.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going to turn to the one 10 feet away, and I'll frostbite him.
Okay.
Let me make sure of which one that was.
And fireball. No.
Don't put it past me, man. Yeah, okay. They need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. They fail with an 8.
Wonderful. So
At least the creatures are rolling bad for you tonight.
max damage on a D6.
Nice.
Okay. Both swarms look equally small.
Great. Great.
And it is Axel's turn. You think one more good swing and you'll get rid of this local group. Or the other group. I mean,
Too bad I don't have like cleave or anything yet.
10-foot cleave, wow.
I mean, yeah, I know.
Using like a Sephiroth katana or something.
Well, extra attack, you can do that.
Yeah. move
At
ahead.
10 feet away? Oh,
You can
what
attack
extra
and then
attack?
Move and then attack.
Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and take a swing on the nearest one.
Okay.
And so 11 to hit.
Definitely hits.
That's going to be max. So to 16.
There's a like noise as you just finish off the last of the squishy grubs. At least those ones. The ones are just like horror movie, very slowly, ominously coming from the wine rack towards you guys. And it is Katie's turn.
Hello.
There's 5 of these little grubs left. They look like they're like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
In the slow motion, Katie.
Just give me 2 more rounds and I'll be right on top of you.
She's going to move to close the distance, just intently staring as she moves, and she tries to skewer as many of what's left on the tip of her short sword as she can, with a total of 7 to hit.
They are resistant, but it doesn't matter. That was enough.
Ooh, all right. So
wait, 7 hits?
Oh, I thought 7 damage. Sorry, 7 does not hit.
7. All right. So she stabs and completely misses them, and just puts a foot down to try to squish them. With an 11 to squish.
Hey,
Doing 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
that is just enough.
You see her like bring her foot down, and when she knows she's gonna get him, she like slows it down and like eases into it, and just a slow motion squish.
There's one, like, it just kind of pokes its head out from under the ground in your foot, and it's just like, curse you! The worm god will stomp on you someday!
And then I move my foot a little forward.
And yeah.
She walks back, rubbing her feet in the ground to get the goo off her feet.
You're pretty sure, now that you're down her, Axel, most of the smell was actually not from the corpse. It was from the grubs.
Right. Are there any grubs left? No. They killed them both, right?
They're definitely all very dead now.
Yeah.
I fucking hate bugs.
Add Flaw, deathly afraid of insects.
Add Flaw eats everything he kills.
Ad's Flaw loves eating insects.
How are the grubsicles?
No, even for you, especially with your keen smell, these things are
not
repulsive.
good.
Somebody clean the smell off my feet. It stinks.
Is there anything left on the body? Or was it
The plate mail is banged up. Looks like took a lot of bludgeoning damage or something, a lot of use, but it is all quite usable for a human.
So I couldn't fit in this, for example, because I can wear plate mail.
Well, 5th edition doesn't really do the size thing, so your halfling body, you could adjust the leather straps and it could fit on you.
Well, he's not a halfling.
Well, I mean Abby, because you were the one.
I was also looking at it, but my armor is far worse than yours. My armor is far better than yours, Axel. Also, it would fit you better. I'd have to probably have it resized.
Also, the longsword and the shield are surprisingly in good condition. There is, in addition, a backpack.
Ooh.
No, I want to know what killed this guy first.
Me too.
I'll look into the backpack.
I inspect the body with Abby.
And I'm like,
medicine checks.
sure.
Medicine?
Yep.
For us, because we're inspecting the body.
Ah.
She's like using her mace to like scrape bugs off of the thing. That's a dirty 20. And everybody froze. Hello? Hello? Hello?
She dropped and came back on.
I'm back.
So, I heard dirty 20. That definitely passed. You're pretty sure that the cause of death was not these grubs. In fact, it looks like a lot of weapons hit the guy and killed him. It's probably the best way I could describe it. Like a lot of cuts and bludgeoning.
I inspect every wound very carefully.
I'm going to roll him over so that she can inspect the wounds and take off the backpack.
Inside the backpack is an explorer's pack from the PH, except the milk or not milk, Jesus. I hope there's not milk. That'd be really gross.
Yeah.
The water and the rations are gone.
Ah.
Uh-huh.
Anybody need a pack? I've already got mine.
I haven't most of that stuff too, but like we could take them and maybe sell them. Were there any curtains in this house so far?
Curtains?
Yeah, like on the windows.
Well, like rotted ones, yeah.
Oh, because it occurs to me that we don't have a bag big enough to carry a suit of plate mail. And we might want to take it to somewhere with running water to clean it before Axel tries to climb inside it.
Axel does not actually give a shit. He's trying to put it on. He hasn't resized it yet.
Oh.
It's so like really short on him.
Let me at least wipe it out. Damn, I have a little bit of water.
Oh,
Ugh.
more importantly, with your medicine check, this person died a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This guy is still.
So it's relatively recent.
He only died a few weeks ago.
Died of what though? Of pure weapons, like being weaponed to death, not beasts.
There's a bunch of cuts and stuff,
Yeah.
but it was really hard to tell because
Have
the rot grubs like came out of the skin. So it's like,
question: would Abby know? Do skeletons occasionally use weapons, or do they just do like claw attacks?
but either or depends on what they have on them when they get animated.
I'm suddenly more concerned about the idea that there might be skeletons, because I've heard of some skeletons using weapons. Like zombies usually just do the clawy and the bitey, but
I mean, so far I've only seen bugs that have been dangerous, so I'm not that worried about skeletons.
that's fair. But bugs might be drawn by the smell of rotting undead.
Does someone have a dagger I can use real quick? I'll give it right back.
I have like a little knife.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Thank you. Katie is going to like CSI the body. Like she wants to examine like opening it up and seeing like where the wounds go into the bone and how deep the wounds went.
Abby is going into the other explorer's kit and stealing their knife because she is never using that one for her mess kit again.
Nice.
I'm adding a single knife to my inventory.
Looks like slashing of bladed weapons.
I take out a small like parchment and I'm making notes about this.
Actually, wait a minute.
Well, if we're gonna do that,
There
then
are
we
some burn marks you can barely tell on the skin. At least what's left of it.
I kind of rub at it with the blade and kind of take a closer look.
It's rubbery and gross because it's like weeks old corpse.
I look over at Axel and I'm like, does this smell? It smells like it might have been on fire at one point. Does it smell like that to you, Axel?
At this point, you'd have to roll like impossibly high in your perception, even with keen.
Well, I have advantage with those checks, so I'll give it a shot anyway.
Okay.
Well, with my advantage and perception bonus 5 and that's 2. 22, get it?
Oh, 22. Holy crap. It's really, really hard to tell because it smells like the ground and it smells like rot.
I did
smell those grubs all over this thing, but you just catch the very faintest hint of burnt hair from the skin.
I wrote another medicine check and I got a 25 with a nat 20. Can I tell if that burn was like post-mortem or like...
It was definitely before. It might actually been the cause of death.
Yeah.
Does it look like a big one, like a spell or like a burning arrow or...
Like his shoulder. Looks like part of the shoulder.
It could have been anything, I guess.
It's really hard to tell. This is a very malformed corpse.
Yeah. I'm going to suggest there was that room upstairs that looked relatively fine, right? The dining room? And we could sturdy and lock it up and all. Let's cart this bad boy up the stairs and we'll take him out of the tin can and clean said tin can up. And actually, you can wear this.
Yeah. This sounds like a good idea. Thank you.
Oh, good. And I have more time to make some notes about this.
Oh, great.
I'll have
Okay.
time to.
Abby's gonna
investigate the
do
house.
like start lifting up half of this body to help somebody carry him up the stairs.
Axel just like grabs the corpse by like one leg and one arm and just.
Oh,
hoists
be
him probably
careful
like a
when you carry it. Don't disturb too much, so that I can see exactly how this transpired.
Oh, I can go upstairs, see if I can find some fabric and make a gurney.
This is a weird question because no one ever uses this. But what's everyone's passive investigation? Your passive would be 10 plus whatever your bonus is to it.
13.
12.
13.
What about Axel?
10.
10. Okay. So everybody but Axel. Actually, no. Axel would. With one of the things. Initially, you guys start to haul this corpse, just dragging it. It's gross and slimy and old and very
Well, if
full
we're
of
carrying
mold.
it, I feel like between Axel and Abby, we're strong enough to lift it up the stairs.
And as you guys are heading towards the stairs, you notice a glimmer of a bottle that is not broken.
In like a pocket?
And just like a random part of the debris in here, in the space.
I will go to investigate the bottle since they're carrying that shit up the stairs.
It has a label bearing an image of a jauntily dressed unicorn. And there's contents inside, and it's corked. Liquid.
Okay. I will take it and keep it on me until we get upstairs to show the others what I found.
Abby's like going up the stairs backwards because she's not tall enough to be on the other end of this.
Okay. As you go up the stairs, the NPC at the moment, Merfolk, Rogue, is immediately like, "Ooh, let me see that," or whatever his voice is, as he checks out the bottle. Do you let him investigate it?
I would like to investigate it myself. Do I need Arcana or?
Well, and by investigate, I mean like old school, like actually fully interacting with it, not just a roll. Like he wants to handle it and.
Yeah.
Taste it and everything.
Yeah.
I'll hand it over for the time being.
Okay. He says that this is a rare vintage wine. He opens it and he has just a little taste, swashes it around in his merfolk mouth, and he says, "It's not very good, but someone would still be willing to buy it for 50 gold because it's a rarity. They wouldn't be buying it for the taste."
Nice.
I don't know how
You
much your
just
characters
say
would
from
know.
you hear from underneath the body because you probably can't even see her at this point.
Alright. And then eventually, you guys get the corpse up into that room, and you clean off the
Yeah, start like taking it off and
While they're
using like the handful of like whatever fabric we can find in here to wipe it off, and then Abby will use a little bit of water from her water skin to try and give it a rough wipe down.
Yeah, it says it is
Just enough that and like if there's any gooey bits, she's gonna actually take something burnable and scorch some of that ickiness off so that he doesn't, if he gets fucking stabbed, he doesn't get infected from all of the icky rotting body left in the armor.
We'll say coincidentally in the Explorer's pack was something you could use for that.
Yeah. Okay.
It is serviceable and fits a medium creature. That's what it says word for word. So you could wear it.
So while they're doing that, I would like to go up the stairs and search whatever I can find in the extra rooms.
Question: do you go up the stairs in the back, or do you go up the stairs from the balcony in the front entranceway?
They took it to the front entranceway?
No, you guys are still in the back.
We went to the dining room.
Yeah, the dining room's
We're on the same floor.
Then I would start...
You went from the basement to the ground floor, yeah.
Right. In that case, I would start from the back and make my way to the front.
Okay, let's see where that connects. Right there. Okay, all right. You go up alone, upstairs.
Yes.
Yep.
A gaping hole in the floor shows where the top of the staircase used to lead. Never mind, you cannot go up here. There is no stairs. There was a stairway here in the back.
Oh.
Okay.
I must have misread that room. I apologize.
So
you
then...
have to go up through the front entranceway.
And indeed.
Do we see him come back the second way?
What do you mean?
Because, like, we're still just sitting here in this room trying to pry a dead corpse out of this thing, and he's just it's like...
You clearly hear the creaking of the floorboards as he walks down.
Do you maybe not want to wander off on your own?
I'm not the one that set off the traps.
Okay, they're not traps. They're bugs. They would have attacked you, too. It just so happened that I happened to be the first one in the room.
Indeed. At least you won't be the one to set them off this time.
Yeah. But she is correct. Perhaps maybe you should wait.
Yeah, I suggest we sit down and wait a minute.
You hear a cracking sound as I'm breaking the rib cage.
It looks like you've got your hands full.
Are you a mad scientist? Because you're like, I want to see how that heals. I want to see what that looks like.
I'm autopsying the body right now.
I know, I'm just saying from earlier, when you gave the healing potion. You're like, I'm not discouraging it, I'm just saying. Yeah. So, what do you do?
I'm going to search the rooms.
Okay.
They're dealing with the corpse. Sir Corpse, I will deal with the rooms.
All right, so you go to head up the stairs. They creak, and you can feel them give a little bit, but they do not collapse or anything, even at your weight. You're tall and muscular, so. And you go upstairs.
What'd you say, Kat?
I said, yell if you need us.
That was the plan.
You see a hallway to your right as you get up to the top of the stairs, and you see the balcony way to your left that seems to go off into 3 different hallways.
Do I see any tracks?
Nope.
I will choose the left.
Okay, as you go across the left side, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Woohoo! Don't screw me over, don't screw me over. Didn't screw me over. 19.
Okay. The balcony starts to collapse, and you quickly jump across to the opposite side. But the rest of you hear a large clatter as part of the balcony collapsed. It's like a 5 by 5 square of it.
I turn around and yell, I'm fine.
Katie had sprung up to her feet and then goes, oh, good. I was just getting to the good part. I take out a kidney.
Oh, boy.
You know what? Roll me a D100.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, me. Hang on. 72.
Whole kidney is still there. You seem to have gotten really lucky and the rock grubs didn't get to it. Like, really lucky.
You guys were worrying about me going off on my own.
I estimate the weight. I make notes.
It's sickly and shriveled. But it's there.
Abby's torn because, like, she's done this before. She's trained in healing and all this jazz. She's not accustomed to seeing it from the other end. It's really disconcerting.
Katie's pulling some necromancer kind of shit. I love it.
Yeah, like, Axel
I wonder if I can make this into a minion.
mildly concerned.
Well, you wanted to learn more about the world.
He's sure getting an education today.
Fun fact, the kidneys are on the lower part of the torso. You didn't expect that. You would think they were up near the shoulders like yours.
Different biology in your species. Lethal or non-lethal?
Yeah, you're like Zoidberg. Like, this anatomy is alien for you. All right, so you're up at the top. It's like a 5-foot wide gap. You don't even need to check to jump across back to the other side if you wanted to. But now there's 3 different directions you can go. You can go to the right. As you see, there's another corridor where there's 2 doors. You can go straight ahead where there's a corridor with 2 doors. Or you can go left, which just goes to the end of this balcony, and there's not really anything.
I'll go straight for the first 2.
Okay. You go over and you open up the first door?
Yes.
Okay. Both doors are on your left, and there's windows to the right, and you can just see outside from there.
Okay.
You appear to be above the rooms where that first magic mouth was.
Okay.
You're like above that.
So I just looked it up, and sorry, go ahead.
Lord Arctic is unfortunately watching, and there's no audio.
Oh, it'll go up on YouTube. I have.
Yeah, can you put it up, please? I'm sorry. So sorry, Lord Arctic. So, you open up that first door. What once was a fine master bedroom now stands decayed. Some of the floorboards are missing, and there is rubbish scattered across the floor. Tall wooden wardrobe stands against the opposite of the fireplace, and its door is closed.
All right. I would like to go to the wardrobe and pop it open.
Okay. You find two things. A pair of old cracked leather boots with no value or special properties, and a ragged stained cloak hanging. It appears to have a design of coiling ivory leaves.
It's a nice cloak. Arcana for any magical effects?
Okay, as you open up the cloak and check it out, inside there seems to be some yellow, gooey, disgusting stuff. As I need to look up yellow mold.
Ew.
Okay. You'll need a con saving throw.
Okie dokie then.
I just got so much shit for getting every encounter.
That would be con plus 2. 16.
Okay. Oh, so you do not take that damage, thank God. All right, so immediately, coming from the yellow interior of this cloak, a yellow cloud of spores explodes onto you, but nothing else happens.
Yeah.
It pretty much covers up half this room that you're in.
Damn.
It's a 10-foot by 10-foot area.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, is the cloak finished?
The mold is still on it.
All right.
You can roll an Arcana check if you want.
I would like to just on. No, what?
I was just saying, unrelated. It takes 5 minutes to doff armor. So we're probably going to be here for at least probably 20 minutes, taking this off piece by piece and then cleaning it and then helping Axel put it on.
Yeah, it's kind of what I wanted to get things rolling a little bit. Yeah, I want to roll that Arcana check.
Okay.
Just on the off chance. Damn.
I love this. No one ever uses this. Yellow mold.
19 on the die.
Oh,
So
okay. That's plenty. You're good. You don't even need to. Okay, so yellow mold shoots off spores that can poison, and yeah, and then if you're poisoned that way, you constantly take damage from this poison. So you luckily were able to fight it off with your tough Sahuagin gill lungs, I guess. And you also know, more importantly, sunlight or any amount of fire damage instantly destroys the mold. So if you wait until the daytime and you show the inside of the cloak to daylight, it just kills all the mold and you can use the cloak.
Okay. I will fold the cloak up so where that's not a problem, and
Okay. You have trapped yellow mold cloak.
lovely. I will take my spore-sodden ass out the door.
You are covered in that yellow powder, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. It was a whole baking soda effect, just right in front of me.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to go look into the room next door.
Okay.
I'm trying to hurry this up so everybody else can get back too, because I think Jesse's about to fall asleep, and I kind of feel like I'm hogging the storyline.
Rubbish is scattered around what once was a fine guest bedroom. There is evidence of a rodent infestation, and the web hangs in the corner. A 4-poster bed stands against the opposite of the fireplace. Woodwork is worm-ridden and contains a once screened bed that is torn and stained. There's no bed linen, but their bed is mostly intact.
Okay, then I'm going to back out of that one and go down the other corridor.
Okay. As you're going down the other corridor, we'll say that's enough time that everyone downstairs has done their stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
So you hear walking around upstairs as you guys finish your stuff.
I'll back up and then wave them down to show them that I've already checked out the other 2 rooms and invite them to assist me with the others.
Why are you yellow?
Allergies.
That's actually her giggling.
What? You see, like this, the armor's been refitted, but it's still kind of weird because he's really gangly. So, like, he's got like a gap in his neck right here, and the helmet he lifts back, and he's just got like the Kirby grin face. Or like when Ditto is doing an impression of another Pokemon. That's all you can see underneath the helmet. So he lifts back the face guard, and that you just got Ditto face.
Nice. So you're checking out the other rooms, right?
Yeah, I was going to check out the rooms down the other corridor.
Okay, the rest of you join him, I assume?
Yep.
Okay.
Following right behind.
You guys, no check needed. You can just hop over this collapsed part of the balcony. None of the rest of the balcony collapses at all. And head to the next room as he takes a right down the back corridor. Opens up the first room. Damp mold covers portions of the walls and ceiling of this large bedroom, and rubbish is strewn liberally around the floor. In the center is a single mattress that has been badly torn, from which the stuffing protrudes. Under a window sits a large wooden chest, timbers split, and its lid closed.
So, who wants to go first?
You said timbers were split?
Yep.
And the lid
Like
closed?
the chest has been smashed.
Yeah, but the lid is still closed.
I'm going to wander over and I'm going to tap on the lid gingerly with the top of, or with my maul.
A dull thud.
I will attempt to use the maul to knock over the lid from the rest of the smashed remains.
Okay, you go to open it, and it's just like you find a bunch of moldy clothes.
Abby wants to look like there's just a mattress in the middle of the floor, no bed.
Nope.
No, like bed frame.
No bed frame, just a torn mattress.
Does it look like it's torn in the same way that those armchairs were?
Yes.
I think somebody's been looking for something in this place.
Maybe treasure?
I guess so, but I mean, I guess maybe they found it because we haven't really found a whole lot here. Well, we did find that wine bottle and those 2 potions. That was pretty cool.
You think that corpse was an adventurer like you?
Yeah.
Until he took worms to the face.
Mm-hmm.
And
though I still don't know why he had fire. We should be careful looking for traps and stuff.
Most of the damage to the corpse that wasn't the grubs was bludgeoning, but there was a cut mark and a burn mark.
Okay.
Lady explains all of that in detail.
Probably too much detail.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for this room. So you guys go to the room next door.
Yeah.
Right? No centipedes or anything pops out of anywhere in this room. And you go into the next room. This large room appears to have been used for storage. A large ill-made oak chest stands under the window, its lid closed. Elsewhere in the room lies 3 broken wooden chairs, 2 splintered wooden buckets, and a mildewed sack. Just inside the door is a heap of clothing. These garments have collected a little dust, but appear to have been placed here only recently. Exactly.
And the clothes look like disgusting and unsalvageable, right?
No, they look like they just gathered some dust. They've been here for not very long. Maybe
anybody opposed to me like blasting that?
Just enough to gather dust.
Oh, well, I
Fine.
mean, if you blast it and there's something good inside, you might destroy it. Hang on. Katie will pull like a staff out that's kind of stuck behind her pack she wears, and sort of be like, she turns to Abby and she moves Abby back.
Abby's preparing a sacred flame for when inevitably skeletons pop out from under there.
And Kade will tentatively try to like reach with the staff and sort of lift the garments and see what's around.
Roll me a D100.
Okay. 30,
I like you guys.
37.
Okay. So you go to lift it up, and it's a white tunic shirt. And you lift it up, and you have like a beige pants. And you lift it up, and you got like normal, mundane shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got white undergarments with red polka dots.
Ooh.
Boxers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. You just clothes.
So the chest is still standing, no damage or anything?
No one's touched it. Nope.
I would like to draw a hand axe and huck it at the chest.
Okay, roll to hit.
Katie turns back surprised, like, wait.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh,
Did you get
no.
a 20?
I chicken did.
Is that a 20? It was a little blurry.
It was a 20.
Okay, roll me D100 for funsies. Hooray!
Sure. This is ridiculous.
I love it.
On a random ass hand axe, I got a 96.
There is nothing about this session I do not love.
I know this is amazing.
It was not made with a spell or magic weapon, so unfortunately nothing happens. But if it was, that piece of furniture would have been charmed by you.
Oh. Okay. Well, it's
Oh, Axel Sama.
oh my god. It was 10 slashing damage from the hand axe.
Okay, it clearly just blows up into smithereens. It's an old wooden cabinet, so nothing of value inside.
Oops.
I mean,
He's gonna walk over and pick up his hand axe and look a little sheepish as he tucks it back.
impressive, but irrelevant.
Like there was nothing inside.
Abby's like picking clothes out of here. Like, I can't believe there's not like a monster or bugs or something under the slump. Like, what is it hiding? These things were clearly placed here recently.
They look like they were just thrown on the ground here.
I think we may need to check the other room.
Like a bachelor, you know, they just, here's my clothes, whatever.
Oh, I wonder if somebody has taken all of the clothes out of here, because there were other empty places, chests and stuff that we found, and they just piled them all up here.
These clothes match. These clothes match just human clothes.
Maybe somebody got really warm and they wanted to cool off, so they took them off.
Maybe.
Axel's gonna wander over after he picks up his hand axe. I don't understand. I mean, you are expecting bugs now? I mean, yeah, we've seen a lot, but I'm getting kind of full.
Just a tiny little bit of chitin still hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah, there's just like the grandma side. Just
He just smiles like he's I like to think you have Toothless's smile, but the teeth don't like
Right.
retract back in. And you just got random bug pieces in between each tooth.
ugh. I think there's another couple rooms, right?
Yep.
I guess let's go to them.
All right, you get backtrack, hop over the part of the balcony that collapsed, and there is a hallway where, like, when you initially go up the stairs, it was the turn right
Mhm.
option, and there are 3 doors. Do you just go like the closest one every
Yeah.
time? Okay, so closest one. This bedroom has no furniture, but the rubbish is scattered everywhere, and the webs cover the walls and ceiling. From the doorway, you can see a glint of light in the fireplace from a small, highly reflective object.
Abby closes the door. Spiders, lots of spiders. Mm-hmm.
Lots of spiders?
But there's big webs, so I presume they're spiders.
Did you see spiders?
I mean, come on, lady.
I mean,
Every other room in this house has big giant bugs.
maybe the spiders
There's
came.
spiders.
Maybe they came downstairs through the ceiling and we killed them already, and now we can see what's in here.
You've turned into like, it's game over, man, game over.
What if I give you a torch and you just go in and burn the webs? Will you feel better?
I would feel better, yeah.
I reach in my bag and pull out a torch. I hand it to Abby.
Should
I
we
take
not
out my
do that? Because
tinderbox.
what if I don't know how flammable are webs? Like, are we gonna burn down this house?
No, Abby, hold it still. I'm lighting it.
Well, are we gonna burn down the house if we set the webs afire?
The torch is lit in your hand.
Okay, I have a lantern and a torch.
Hang on.
So you're the first one in the room again?
No, my torch is the first one in the room.
As your torch goes into the room and starts to catch the webs on fire, a swarm of spiders appears out of the ceiling and the floor. As two swarms of spiders appear, as we need to roll initiative again.
Oh God!
There's
I was coming
fire!
up behind her.
Abby, step back. I don't want to do this again.
Oh, Abby, you were right. There are spiders.
Why? Why?
I
That's my
am very
question.
annoyed my character is so nice, because if it were me, or any of my other characters, she would be so pissed right now. But Abby's just a kind-hearted soul.
I got a 12 in my initiative. So.
Oh, okay. 12,
I got a 14.
14.
17.
Ooh, you guys are doing good. Ooh, that's pretty good. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, let me double check their stats. They rolled really well. Let's see if they go first. Also, by really well, I mean they rolled a nat 1. Okay, yeah, I got their initiative right. Okay, so first is, once again, the wizard. The entire room just oozing out of the cracks of the ceiling and the floor of this room that Abby just put the torch in. Spiders.
So she's not in the room.
No, but they look like they're about to come out of the room.
The door is open.
Yep.
Ice knife, dead center.
Boom, okay. Which swarm are you going after? The one on the top or the one on the bottom? Because you have to target one.
The one on the bottom for the first one.
Okay, roll to hit.
The only one that I've got left, rather. Doo-doo-doo.
I like to think Ice Knife is like the needler from Halo, but it's like one needle and it's ice instead of pink.
That is 100% how I picture it.
It's a frag dagger.
Yep. 19 on the dice, so close.
Oh boy, do you hit. Yeah.
So the first one takes 1d10. Doo-doo-doo. That is a 6.
Okay.
And the other one, I'm assuming, is at least 5 feet close.
Yeah, both of them definitely need to do the save. The first one passes on the dice. The second one does not. So the ceiling fails it, but the bottom one doesn't.
Wait.
The bottom takes half of that explosion.
Oh,
Okay,
gotcha.
so you were targeting the bottom one, right?
Correct.
Okay, so they take 2d10.
2d10.
No.
Or
Oh.
1d10. I'm thinking of your crit. 1d10 damage.
I mean, I'd love to crit again.
Yeah, so they took that 6 cold, and then the explosion, the bottom swarm is only taking half, but the top swarm is taking all of that explosion.
Okay, and that one's 2d6, was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so put the 8 down. I'm too used to doing that.
It's one of the better first level spells.
Yeah, because
Except
with
for,
a
you know-
crit, it was 100% possible for you to straight up kill us.
That was,
That's
great.
potential 24 damage.
that was not my intent. I want to specify
No,
that.
you had no way of knowing it was going to crit. There was only a 5% chance.
That'll be a 9 total.
Okay. Blow up like half of the ones in the ground and quite a few of them on the top. As some frozen spiders just rain down from the ceiling. And that's your turn, correct? You haven't moved yet, but I'm just saying.
I have, the only movement I'm going to do is to back away so some of the melees can get in there.
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, let me take that back. Can I drag Abby with me?
No, because you've already used your action. That
Yeah.
would have been your action, and she would have to be willing.
Okay, I was trying.
Yeah. Katie.
I pick up Abby.
Abby, do you allow it?
Oh, you!
Just underneath the arms, pick up Abby, and my intention is to just turn around and kind of like a little toss or like out of the way.
Okay, you move her out of the way. That's your action.
And I leave room for Axel to, and I just look at Axel and like, snacks.
You should have been a trog, because then you could have your common.
That's my turn.
Axel, snack time.
No, it's Abby's turn. I got a 14.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you just went. My bad. Okay, so you just got moved out of the doorway.
Cool. I'm gonna duck down, and between Katie's legs, I'm firing another sacred flame at the ones on the floor.
Okay.
They need a dex save.
Okay, Axel, hang on. Abby's gonna roast them for you.
Does your ice knife? I'm trying to remember. Does your ice knife give them like movement reductions or anything?
Con save.
I think it's just damage.
And has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Cool. Okay. I just wanted to make sure it didn't have disadvantage on a saving throw.
No.
What's your DC?
13.
It was a dex save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it got 11.
Oh, it's a fail. It takes 3 radiant damage.
Okay. Most of the spiders on the ground are frozen or cooked.
Also, it occurred to me, Sekald, I think your DC might be too low. What's your intelligence modifier?
Int is +1.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
My wisdom is what's got the
Oh, okay.
stats.
Okay. All right. So that's your turn. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's snack time.
Okay, cool. So since he already had the hand axe out from when he was throwing it at the target practice of the box, he's going to go ahead and pull out his other hand axe. And with his action, he's going to huck the axe at the top.
Okay.
Set of spiders. And that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and that's going to be 10 slashing damage.
Okay.
Dice love me tonight. And then he's going to take his other hand axe with his bonus action and huck it at the bottom spiders. And that's going to be a 24 to hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
And that's going to be 4 slashing on those guys.
Okay. There's barely any spiders left on the floor. There's still quite a lot on the ceiling.
Okay, well that was all of my behavior, except I'm going to move in. I'm going to go ahead and no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not either. I'm going to wait till they're dead before I move in and try to recover my axes. That's all I'm going to do for now.
Okay, so you're the closest one. You're in the doorway.
Uh-huh.
That's what I thought. All right, on their turn, both swarms come swarming out of the room, and all 5 spiders on the ground try to bite at you.
Okay.
Since there's like almost none of them left. 13?
Not anymore. No, it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because plate mail.
Yay!
And then the ones from the ceiling crawl in through the upper part of the door frame, and they like jump at you, try to bite you. Oh, that's cocked, but it's like between the 20 and the 2.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's reroll that. Okay, 16.
Still doesn't get it.
Okay, nice. You were covered in what's left of the spiders, essentially. They all are coincidentally just on the armor and not you. Apparently. That's their turn. Hey, wizard.
I am going to use Gust again and knock those bitches off of Axel.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, what?
Strength checks.
Yeah, the first one. Oh, yeah, that's right. Their strength sucks. Okay, first one fails with a 9 total. And the other one got 6 total. So, both swarms. What's left of both swarms? Off of Axel. You know what? At this point, since there's so few in one, I'm just going to combine them both. There's 1 swarm left now.
I like it. They all get pushed back together.
It's still under half the total swarm. So, that you gusted. So
that doesn't count for opportunity attacks, does it?
No. It didn't move willingly.
You have to move of your own accord.
Right.
So that's the wizard's turn, right?
Yep.
You air dry the action. Katie.
Katie's like, oh, you missed a few. And she will bound into the room and attempt to squish them, trying to redeem herself from earlier.
They're 5 feet further into the hallway now.
Oh, great. She just goes after him. Like, she scrambles after him. And you kind of see, like, she's sort of, like, like, almost on her hands and her feet, like, spider crawling toward them, as she tries to squish with her hands and feet. So here we go. First, my attack
Bet you
unarmed.
didn't expect to be able to use that animation twice tonight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
right.
That's going to be a 13 to hit with the first attack.
Okay, that hits.
All right, so I do 7 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And
Sorry.
then, if they're still alive, I continue to squish.
Yeah, there's still some spiders left.
Great, that's a 17.
That hits.
And that's 6 more points of bludgeoning. Squish,
Okay.
squish,
You squish the last few of them.
You just see the last couple, like she takes her thumbs and it's just like squish, squish,
Wow.
squish, squish, squish.
Like you guys are determined to run into everything.
The exterminators are here.
I tried to close the door.
There's
And
no
nobody
need
was
to fear.
having it.
There's no need to fear. Abby the exterminator is here. I can just see
The
a halfling.
exterminator with her face.
I can see a halfling that's like in like the guy in Men in Black that is the insecticide guy, but it's a halfling. Or a gnome. Actually, a gnome would be better. All right, so that's that room.
At level 10, Abby's weapon of choice is going to be flamethrower.
Oh right, there's something shiny in the fireplace.
Oh yeah, fuck that noise. I'm going bounding after that.
Okay, as you go inside, 5
Torch
centipedes come out
above
of
me
the
in case
fireplace.
any
No, I'm kidding.
spiders fall from the ceiling like an umbrella.
Abby!
In
I
the fireplace,
stroll
you
after
find-
Abby.
you find a small crystal bauble,
Ooh.
a flat-bottomed crystal orb. Pleasant to
Ooh,
look at, tactically satisfying to hold, but ultimately neither particularly valuable nor useful. It's worth 5 silver.
Silver.
Mm-hmm.
Any chance of investigating? You said it doesn't have any attributes.
You can investigate if you want.
I would definitely like to, if Abby would be nice enough to hand it over.
You gotta like wipe off some of the frostbite on it.
Yeah, I had no idea. Nah.
Poor
Bright
Abby.
side of being small, though, I'm too short for all of these webs.
I think I walked through a few like, oh.
Those webs are gone. They're gone. They got
Oh, they got-
frozen or whatever.
Oh.
All right, so
it's
is
just
it,
like the ice sculptures. You just like walk into them and they'd all just turn to dust.
Hmm. But
So
since
is
it was cold from a spell, it like thawed out fairly quickly.
Oh,
Go ahead,
it's true.
sorry.
no, you're fine. Is it investigation or arcana for this
Investigation.
one? Okay. Do. You jumped out. What the fuck? Sorry.
That's fine.
I have a dice tray. This is what it's for. Boing. Anyways, 17 investigation.
Sounds like billiards. Why the hell are you popping out of the table? All right, so that definitely makes the check, the investigation check that's actually on this. You're pretty sure that this might be part of a set of similar crystals and is used as a counterweight in alchemy.
Oh.
You think this might have belonged to the alchemist that lived here.
Hmm.
I exposition that to the group, and I would also like to ask if I could keep this one if we don't end up using it in this house.
Yeah, sure. You're into the alchemy stuff.
Sure.
Axel? Cool.
I don't see a need for it.
All right. Can I do another investigation to see if it was from anywhere in this room?
No, you don't need to roll. It definitely was not.
Okay. So there's what, 2 more rooms left?
Yep, next room. This room appears to be... I'm going to do the next 2 rooms, then I'm going to call it a night.
Okay.
Because I just realized what time it was.
Uh-huh.
This room appears to be another dirty, decaying bedroom without furniture. Even viewed from the doorway, it is evident that the floor here does not look safe. Some of the floorboards are missing, and others are partially dislodged.
I think I'm going to stand in the doorway and not go in there. I might fall through the floor.
Is there anything of value look like in there? Anything worth investigating?
The window looks kind of suspicious on the opposite side of the room.
Miss Kade, you're light on your feet. Maybe you can go.
Okay. I will attempt to dexterously make my way from one end of the room to the other.
Okay, I'll read this for you by the book. Anyone who enters the room with reasonable care can avoid moving into the part of the floor that is sagging and damaged. So no roll needed.
You just
Nice.
see her just a toe taps a board, and then she avoids it and and then
Tap dances across the floor.
You can roll an investigation or survival check. On the
Ooh,
other
I
side.
will go with survival.
Okay.
That is going to be a 14.
It appears that there have been recent tracks that lead from the door to the window and back again along the western edge of the room, where you traveled to get, avoid the...
Someone else has been in here besides me.
Well, we kind of knew that, didn't we? Because
Well,
we've seen
since-
tracks a couple places.
Also, the window, there's something suspicious about the window. Like, maybe it needs investigating.
I'll investigate it and see what I come up with.
Okay.
That is a 17.
You discover there are a few fresh scratches on the sill where something looks like it was placed on the windowsill and removed multiple times. Something relatively. Wait, you said 17 total?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that I would say that's high enough above the DC. It looks like something the size of Abby's bullseye lantern.
I will
Okay.
explain that.
Do any of the rumors about this place have like weird, creepy lights in the window?
Nope. Not that you've heard, anyway.
So, what would it take to toss the crystal orb over to Katie?
No check. Just you do it.
Katie,
Yep.
here.
I'm not gonna be that DM. You just have it.
I appreciate that. Try placing the ball on the windowsill.
A DC 20 check. No,
I place it on the windowsill to see if anything happens.
it's much smaller than whatever was put there. You're pretty sure it was maybe like a lantern-sized object.
I take the lantern off my pack, and I put my lantern on the windowsill.
It fits that rough shape where it's been scoffed off.
It fits. It's about the same size.
Open the bullseye and put the crystal up against the light.
As you probably already pointed out, the footprints in the room very clearly are like, oh, these are safe spots you can step and it won't collapse.
I will point them like, oh, walk where you see footsteps if you want to come over here. So can I open the shade on my lantern and try to shine the light through the crystal I'm holding?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Do that.
You look outside.
Yes.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, what's my perception? Let's find. Oh, okay, I got a plus to this. Dirty 20.
Ooh, I got a 22.
Yeah.
Way out in the ocean, you catch the faintest glimpse of a light. First, it's there for a while, and then it turns off, and then on, off, on, off.
Now, is this with her shining the light through the crystal?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Oh, sorry. It was on for a while, and then it was off on, off on, off on, and then it's off. It's gone. You don't see a light anymore.
We've got company out there.
Did I just accidentally get smart?
I think so.
Neat.
What do you do?
Should I do the same signal back to them?
The lantern's currently on for you.
I'll do this exactly mimic what they did back.
So you do...
I close and then open.
Abby's like creeping over to peer through the window as well at this point to watch and see what they do.
Perception check.
I'd like to do the same, if that's okay.
Sekald does not need one.
Shit, okay.
Dark
18.
vision. 18. Nobody this time sees any light out in the ocean.
I am going to mark that down on my map for the general location of that
Yeah, I
light.
was going to say, can we just take a guesstimate at how far out that is? I have survival.
Only Katie saw it.
So,
Oh, okay, that's right, yeah.
all right. So, Katie, being a wanderer, I have an excellent memory for maps and geography and general layouts of terrain. So, can I kind of like in my head sort of note how far out it was for future reference?
Yeah, it's maybe half a league out.
Okay.
Nice.
It wasn't on the horizon per se, and it didn't appear to be in the water. It was above the water, whatever the light source was.
Seems somebody was talking with somebody in this house.
So my first thought would have been smugglers, but like, shouldn't they have known that their guy hasn't been here in a long time?
God damn it, Jesse.
You know what? I was going to do the last 2 rooms, but I think that's actually a great spot.
I like it.
You guys are amazing.
This has been a great first adventure.
Oh, you've only gotten started.
I know. I love it.
So, as we close out the night, as no one can hear us on Twitch,
Yeah.
but hopefully this recording works fine on my end. If not, then Kat has it on her end
Yeah.
for YouTube. So as we close out for the night, anyone got any plugs?
By the time this goes up, next Friday is Retroverse vaccine game,
Yay.
and you guys are gonna get a lore dump and maybe try and get out of whatever terrible hellscape you're in.
That they shouldn't have been in the first place.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. No. This is just a bookkeeping thing because it'll already happened by then. But no Waterdeep tomorrow, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Because America's Father's Day stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I should be having at 4:30 tomorrow, even though this will come up later. But for all of you, if you're around, at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, I should be doing Skull and Shackles
Ooh,
on my Uncanny Adventures Twitch.
nice.
And yeah, and then, other stuff during the week, maybe Thursday. Damn it,
Oh,
berries.
we're gonna see you every other Saturday sometimes because Trackless Sea. Or are you not gonna be able to make next session?
Well, I think we're off this coming Saturday because I think other people weren't free, so we won't be doing Trackless Sea
That's
till the
right.
following, which I'll be back
Oh.
for.
That is right.
Yeah, I think it was this Saturday that I can't be there and somebody else can't be there.
Oh, that's right. Blake can't either.
Mhm. And then I'll be back for the
Okay,
next
so
one.
we'll
then.
see you for Saltmarsh first, and then
Yes.
Trackless Sea the following week.
Oh, yeah. But that's what
I'm
I got going
excited.
on. Me too.
Anyone else got any plugs? All right. Well, on that note, thank you anyone who watches this in post and anyone who was nice enough to try to watch on Twitch, even though there's no audio. I am so sorry. I'm working on a replacement computer because this one's certain to not cut it anymore.
Mm.
And you know what would really help with that? And I still feel bad for saying it, but I shouldn't because hundreds of people on YouTube do it anyway. I have a Patreon, $100 or Jesus Christ, no, not $100. $1 a month would do a lot for me. So I would greatly appreciate it. And you can get to see some artwork for my upcoming Zebediah supplements that'll be in the DMs Guild before they are actually published.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if we have any viewers right now, but thank you. And on that note, call it a night, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.